here. Can you guys see me? I really don't know what's happening. I really can't tell what's happening. Am I live right now? What is going on? No, everyone says they can't see me. What is happening? It says I've been trying to stream for the past few minutes. You say you only see a black screen. What the heck? I really don't know what is going on. You guys said to try it, so I'm trying it, but I'm telling you it's not going to work. Tonight's not the night. My good internet is just horrible right now. And then my bad internet is supposed to be reliable. So like at least when the good internet cuts out, I'm supposed to have the slow internet, which is what I normally stream on. But the slow internet is just gone. Like it's just gone. And there's like anytime there's a wind blows, my internet just cuts out entirely. So I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I'm just saying, not the night to stream, apparently. But as I was trying to say, I really liked Monsterverse Mothra. I think she's awesome. Rodan had a pretty sweet reveal too, didn't he? That was a pretty epic scene. The final Ghidorah kill in the Godzilla is cooler than the Kiss of Death in 2014. Do I think so? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, execute order 69. What was your super chat? Because I never saw it. For Godzilla's sake, the freaking wind is a jerk. Darn right it is. I did a Godzilla movie review. I got one lol. Jesus help me. Don't know what that means. The arrogance of man is believing the internet connection is in our control and not the other way around. Yeah, apparently. What was your reaction to Rodan bowing? Okay. My reaction to Rodan bowing, I could not believe how submissive Rodan is in this new movie. Yeah, I do like Rodan's barrel roll, but I could not believe it. It's like, first of all, I get it. I get why you bow to Ghidorah. He just whooped you in a fight. But then to immediately turn around and bow to Godzilla and be like, sorry. If I was Godzilla, I would have tail swacked that guy right on out of there. Also, for those people who have a problem with the monsters actually bowing, like them actually performing the act of bowing, why do you have a problem with that? I don't understand. Because, like, have you ever seen real life animals? They do that. That is what they do. They do that. It's like a real world thing. Are you gonna see Godzilla vs. Kong in 2020? Absolutely. Yeah. Derek, even if it's a drive, you owe it to yourself to see this movie in Dolby Cinema. Okay, no, listen. When I say it's a drive, I mean it is... I have to, like... It's like 2 hours for me to see this movie in Dolby Cinema that I have to drive, and it's only playing at 10 at night. Because, like, the closest theater that has Dolby, it's only playing at 10 at night. I could drive 4 hours and watch the movie in Dolby whenever, you know? That everywhere's playing it in the city. I just don't want to drive into the city just to watch the movie in Dolby Cinema, you know? It's just like, shouldn't have to do that. Yeah, same. Yours is only at 10 at night. I'm really worried because I'm seeing Godzilla again Friday, and I think it's gone in IMAX where I'm at. I think they're not doing it in IMAX anymore, and I'm like... I have to see this movie in standard now? That's going to be so disappointing. It's just not going to have the same feel. I've seen this movie in IMAX 3 times, and it's incredible. The Monsterverse is dead. What will happen? It's not dead. Okay. For everyone saying the movie is a box office flop, you're not doing your homework. It is absolutely not a box office flop. It is performing exactly where it was estimated to perform. I can guarantee to you that Warner Brothers is okay. Maybe they're not ecstatic about it, but I guarantee you, trust me when I'm saying this, wink, wink, Warner Brothers is okay with how the movie is performing. All right? You understand? It is not a flop. It's still doing better than Kong Skull Island, so relax about it. Goodbye, old friend. God, that is a good song. Actually, I think Key to Coexistence is better. I think I know which 10 p.m. Dolby Theater you're talking about. It's close to you. Well, good for you. I'm not driving that far just to see it. The IMAX screenings are like an hour away. Yeah, I got lucky. The theater that I'm near is playing it in IMAX a lot. Oh, also, Execute Order 69, thank you so much for the donations. Also, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'll give it a shot here. Motivator. Oh, wow. Motivator Crew. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. I was like, I don't know how to say that. Motivator. Yeah. D-Man, why did the movie only gross 47 million, but it was... No, guys, it didn't gross 47 million. It was estimated to gross 47 million. Go on Box Office Mojo, and it got more. I guarantee. I was just checked. I will pull it up right now just to see. Box Office Mojo, Godzilla King of the Monsters. I spelled monsters so wrong right then. Box Office Mojo, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Open domestic... Well, it says... Okay, 47... No, you're right. 47, but look at where it's at currently. It's doing fine. It really... I don't know. It really isn't a problem. The movie is doing fine. Yeah, it is performing on the low end, for sure. But it's, first of all, way overperforming in Japan. Second, it's doing how Warner Brothers genuinely expected it to do. Trust me when I say that. Which new Titans in the movie you really like? I think the new Muto's interesting. I want to see what happens with that Muto. Why does the Muto bow to Godzilla? That thing literally evolved to kill him. It could be, you could say, because Muto Prime was just clocked by Godzilla in Aftershock, just got killed. So you could be like, well, Mutos are now, they have lost their queen. They got no one else to bow to. They might as well bow to Godzilla. But come on, female Muto, give yourself some credit. You guys nearly killed Godzilla in the first one. And I know Godzilla 2019 is incredibly strong when compared to the original, but Derek tries to type on stream, dyslexia. I'm going to end this man's whole career. Yeah. It's no fun being real stupid. Yeah, why is the Muto bowing? I don't get it. You guys like Behemoth? I know a lot of people like Behemoth. Personally, I thought Skyla? How do you say it? Skyla? Personally, I thought Skyla was real cool. Is Aftermath non-canon, though? No, Godzilla Aftermath is in canon. 100%. D-Man, if the Monsterverse goes beyond Godzilla vs. Kong, which Toho monsters would you like to see them bring into the next film? I think Biolante could absolutely work in the Monsterverse. I really think that'd be cool. Destroya would be also interesting, although personally, I like the idea of new monsters. Thank you so much, Mecha Minya. Or am I supposed to say Mecha Manila 1973? It really depends on which version of the character you grew up with, I suppose. Thank you so much for the donation. He says, what do you think about me spending $200 putting the Godzilla and King Ghidorah skins in PUBG? Did you actually spend that much money? Spending $200 getting the Godzilla and Ghidorah skin? My lord. Not worth it. PUBG, is that... I didn't even know people still played PUBG. Will you be getting the SH Monsters Rodan and Mothra 2-pack? No, because I already ordered both of them separately, so I don't need the 2-pack. Ghidorah exists. Godzilla, we got some problems. Godzilla, we got some problems. I can't believe that you memed that. That's pretty good. Well, thank you so much for the donations, Execute Order 69 and Isaac Padilla. I hope I said your names right. Ayo, don't trash my PUBG. You changed your name. He changed it to D Manager. It's sad that Abby doesn't get to grace us anymore with her presence, but it is what it is, I suppose. D Manager might be the best name you could have ever gone with, though. You don't know what to say about Behemoth? Behemoth is a bit of a meme in my family. Like, my brother, both of my brothers, one of my brothers is neutral on it, actually, but two of my brothers and my dad, they all hate Behemoth. They're all trashing on the guy nonstop. And it's like, he's kind of cool. What is he? Is he like, he's kind of a woolly mammoth, but he's also kind of not a woolly. He's kind of a gorilla, but I like it. I think it's cool. No, but by the way, PUBG is also like, no one plays that game anymore. Are you kidding me? They should have done a Fortnite crossover. As much as I don't like Fortnite, they should have done a Fortnite crossover because that would have brought in some attention for Godzilla. He's called D Manager, but he doesn't even manage the channel. Hey, we don't talk about that. Would you be down to see a Destroy All Monsters if Legendary makes one? Absolutely. Yeah, I would absolutely be down to see that. You like Behemoth. Okay. Will Biolante return in Godzilla vs. Kong? No, the Charles Dance setup is not for Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm very certain on that. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'm very certain that is for what comes next. You understand what I've been trying to say in my past few videos? I hope so. Behemoth is a mammoth crossed with a giant ground sloth. Is that really what he is? He's a giant sloth. I just like I like the clips of Behemoth smacking buildings with the giant tusk. That's really cool. You want to direct a Godzilla movie in the future? Would you want to direct a Godzilla movie in the future? Yeah, since you mentioned something about directing a while ago. I want to be a writer. I mean, I'm writing a book. Oh, I was going to pick it up and show it to you guys, but it's currently in the gray bag right there. But I'm writing a book. I've got a lot of stories that I'm writing, and so I want to be a writer, but I'm also not going to college for that. I'm going to college to be a director. And so, yeah. If I get the chance to direct a Godzilla movie, I would absolutely take that opportunity. Just know that it would not be a big all monsters out attack movie. It would definitely be a much more personal story. Probably just Godzilla. No other monsters, at least for the first one. It's not confirmed. His body is basically a giant ground sloth. Look it up. Okay. You're going to... Yeah, I am. I signed up to go to college, right? And in their system, they goofed it and set me up as an art history major. So I get there for orientation and signups, and they go, you're not allowed to sign up for any classes. And so I'm a full year behind now because I'm not allowed to sign up for classes due to them not sending me the secondary application that I was supposed to receive, because in their system, they put me in as an art history major when I decided to go into film and television major. I'm real pissed about that. D-Man, left, right, or middle head? Which one's my favorite? The left head. Sorry, Alan Maxon, but the left head. I mean, Alan Maxon and Jason Lyles, both of the two that I interviewed, they don't play the goofy one. I really like the goofy head that licks the ground. He's awesome. What monster would you want to be a part of the Monsterverse? Gamera. Okay. The left head is the clown. Yeah, the left head is awesome. Left head lives matter. No, they don't, because Godzilla tears it right off, doesn't he? The left head's the only one that dies twice. Director named the left head Kelvin, no lie, or Kevin, no lie. That's awesome. I did not see that. What were the other two's names? If he was Kevin, what were the other two? Left head is officially named Kevin. What do you think of some people calling Scarlet/Burning Godzilla Fire Godzilla? Fire Godzilla is by far the dumbest name. I like scrolling down and seeing the what's a Gamera? It's an age-old question. I actually opened a presentation with that question in class and no one got it. It was just like, it made me chuckle to myself because I knew no one was going to get it. If someone in the class laughed and was like, I understand the what's a Gamera reference, I would have freaked out. That would have been the most incredible thing to ever happen. The other translations were alpha and right. That's no fun. Gamera deserves better in the Gamera deserves to be in the Monsterverse. Yeah, it'd be cool to see him in the Monsterverse. What do you think about Methuselah? Which one was Methuselah? Was Methuselah the big... Yeah, Methuselah is the big, not Anguirus that stands up from the ground. I don't have too many thoughts on him because we didn't really get to see enough of the design. He kind of looked like a big rock turtle, but I don't know. Do you think they will ever do anything with the bones from the other Godzilla from 2014? No, I think we've seen the last of those. I did like the backstory of it, however, in Godzilla Aftershock. That was real cool. Left head dies twice. People have seen Endgame. Hey, I've seen this before. Vision also died twice. Endgame was not the first Marvel movie to kill off their character twice. Also, how many of you guys noticed, because I noticed this first time and turned to my dad and I was so ecstatic. I was like, oh. How many of you guys noticed that Mark Russell lives in Tony Stark's cabin? And also, got to give a shout out to D-Manager for pointing out that Morgan Stark plays young Madison Russell. That's pretty cool. The names are Japanese, 1 and 2 and 3. But the left one's been named Kevin by Mike. All right, send it to me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll check it out after the stream. I don't want to stress out my internet any more than I need to. Is anyone else other than me Team Kong? No, Furry, for whatever your last word was. No, you're not the only one, Team Kong. Team Kong for life. Do you think Skull Island will end up being Monster Island? Yes, I do. I think that is, yeah. How many people did I just upset? Did you guys see that loser on DeviantArt who made like 17 rants about how I was a Kong tard? That might be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, really? You don't say. Team Godzilla. How could I have guessed? Could I ask you a deep question? One random Goji fan, ask me your deep question. Let's see if I can find it in this. I'm Team Kong now. I actually want to see how Kong wins. Yeah, exactly. Kong would be awesome. What do you think about rumored Mechagodzilla and Godzilla vs. Kong? I have no idea how Mechagodzilla would fit into the movie. It does not seem like it would make sense. I mean, they have the rights, right? They had it for Ready Player One, so they could... You never know what they're going to do with him, but... God, that would just really feel shoehorned into Godzilla vs. Kong. What would you do if you wrote a Godzilla film? Well, that's not a deep question, but if I wrote my own Godzilla film, I'm basically doing that in the form of my book, essentially. I mean, pretty much. It would be a personal story, one monster, no monster fights. It would basically, my book is centered around a family, like a father, his wife, and his kid. Like that's what my book is centered around, and it's centered around how they respond to essentially giant monsters being in their world, or at least a giant monster being in the world. What was your reaction to the final roar? Okay, so the final shot. Okay, by the way, thank you so much, Isaac Padilla, for the donations. I missed 2 donations from, or I didn't shout you out for 2 donations, but thank you so much for the donations. What I think of the final roar? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I like the imagery a lot. It is definitely going to be my wallpaper once the movie comes out and I get it in 4K. That is going to be my wallpaper because that is a beautiful shot. I think the CG surrounding it doesn't look the greatest, and I'm not talking about the roar itself. There's a particular image that I can actually pull up for you guys. There's a particular image that I just hate of Godzilla because the CG is not finished. But other than that, I actually love it. I love the shot. I love all the Titans bowing to Godzilla. I think it's real cool. Where are you? This shot right here. It just does not look finished to me. And I don't know if I'm the only one who has that problem, but it's Godzilla. It's his eye, I think. It's the fact that his eye is like all whited out just makes it look real goofy to me. But that's that. Okay, thank you so much, Isaac Padilla? Padilla? Thank you for the donation, Isaac Padilla. Hope I'm saying that right. What if Mothra turns in Godzilla vs. Kong, but she didn't intervene in the actual fight, stops the final... Okay, so this is something that I talked about in my Mothra Twins video, right? Something that I talked about there was, what if in Godzilla vs. Kong, they're about to go in, one of them's about to get the kill shot on the other one, and you're like, oh my god, how are they is Godzilla really about to atomic breath Kong to death? Or like, is Kong really going to stab Godzilla to death? And then all of a sudden Mothra shows up and stops them, and she prevents them from fighting, and then makes them go their own separate ways. I would absolutely love that. That would be awesome, because then you'd have your definitive winner. You'd go, okay, we know who wins, and we can get more down the line. And that would be a really interesting thing if the Monsterverse is to continue, seeing Godzilla and Kong have to come together Tony Stark and Captain America style to work together after nearly killing each other. That'd be great. Or you could just have like, oh man, is Kong really about to kill Godzilla, or is Godzilla really about to kill Kong? And then they decide to spare the other one's life. Not sure why they would do that willingly. It makes sense in terms of Captain America and Tony Stark. You go, okay, yeah, because they were friends. But that would be a really cool way to do it, is if Mothra came in last second and was like, wait, we need both of you. I'd love that. All right, Jedi Jago, thank you so much for the donation. He says, Rodan kneeling was a cheer moment. You think so? Rodan's a little biatch. Rodan should have been thunderclapped by that tail big time. Hello, D-Man, big fan. And of course, I'll be on Team Godzilla. Thank you for my inspiration as a YouTuber. I hope Godzilla and Kong has done well. Thank you so much, Godzilla Lover 425. I appreciate it. You're on Team Gabra? We all are. Hoping Destroya is the big bad after Godzilla vs. Kong. They use the Oxygen Destroyer after all. I hope it's a Destroya-esque monster. I don't think it needs to be Destroya. I also don't think it needs to be Baggin. So we don't need Baggin in the Monsterverse. We don't need Baggin. He's really not that cool. Do you think alien civilizations would fit in the Monsterverse? No, I think keep it where you have it. They already just outright were like, yeah, Ghidorah fell from the stars. That's all we need. All right, Roberto Luna. Did I say that right? Roberto Luna. Thank you so much for the donation. He says, do you think it's Biollante that's making the forest in the Sahara Desert? I thought about this second time I watched it. I don't think so. That's a common trait of all the kaiju, is that, or I'm sorry, titans, my bad, is that wherever the titans go, the earth kind of grows. So it's just a common trait of all the monsters. I will say, I think that there is potential setup for Biollante in the movie that we'll talk about in a video I'm going to do tomorrow. There's a lot of hints to bioengineering throughout the movie. So we could see something like that. Plus, Doherty is a big Biollante fan. So he clearly wants Biollante in the Monsterverse. You never know. Wasn't Rodan said to have another ability that wasn't a beam? Yeah, they did say that. He didn't really have any abilities besides the internal magma, even though that didn't really matter in the end. No, okay, so the ability that they were referring to with Rodan is the fact that when he attacks Mothra, he sets her on fire. It's like the fact that he's kind of burning himself. So that is what they were referring to as his other ability. He can kind of shoot the fire off of his wings, but he's not Fire Rodan. He can't fire it out of his mouth. Plus, he did that freaking awesome barrel roll. That was always amazing. Can you respond to one of my comments? Yeah, Preston, there you go. Yeah, that barrel roll was awesome. But I did think that was kind of silly that they hyped up Rodan. They were like, he's got a special power. You just got to wait to see it. And then he doesn't. And you're like... Thank you guys so much for the donations, Jedi Jago. I appreciate it. And... do I want to say that name? Daddy Thanos, fist me with your Infinity Gauntlet. Thank you for the donation. He says, which kaiju would you want as the villain for Godzilla vs. Kong? Godzilla. I want Godzilla to be the villain. Pink Cup. Darn right. Almost Pure White King Kong 2005 Cup. Yeah, that one's not... It's downstairs right now. Pink Cup, the first cup you ever see me drink out of in 15 Things That Need to Happen in Legendary's Godzilla 2. I believe what I say right after drinking it and realizing that it was a pink cup is, please don't make fun of the pink cup. Pink Cup is better than Mechagodzilla. What do I think of a spin-off series? Oh, a Behemoth spin-off series. Don't need it. I really want a solo Mothra movie. How did you meet Chris? Yeah, I'm not sure what Chris was doing in town, but he just walked into my theater, and I was like, no, that's not how it went. I didn't actually notice him. He was sitting in the back with his girlfriend, and I don't know why they were there, but they were there, and I sat down with my family, and then I hear someone say, Derek, and I turn around, and I'm like, that's my name. That's me that they're talking to. And I see this guy stand up, and it doesn't click for me. I was like, yeah, that's, someone from my marketing class. So I run over there to like say hi. And then as I'm running over there, I'm like, that's Goji fan right there. That was awesome. It was cool to see him there. It was also cool to see Kane there. Give a shout out to Kane. He was one of my subscribers who came up to me and was like, hey, I know you. Roberto Luna, thank you for the donation. He says, do you think Space Godzilla is a possibility? Probably not for this universe. Solo Mothra movie but set in the past? No, I want a Solo Mothra movie set after Godzilla King of the Monsters. Yo, Daikaiju, Ring and Tony here. I skipped that second word because I didn't want to read it because I'm probably going to say it wrong. Did Chris touch you? Lol. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Great joke. Mega Manila or Mega Minya, depending on how you want to say it. 1973. Would Space Godzilla be immune to the Oxygen Destroyer because he's an alien too? Ghidorah isn't immune to the Oxygen Destroyer because he is an alien. That's not why, I don't think. I think he's, well, actually that might be, That actually might be. So it could be, yeah. Space Godzilla, maybe. I don't know how to answer that. Did you slap his nose again? I didn't. I was respectful this time. Marketing class. Yeah, I'm in a marketing class. Wow, you're going to buy G-Fest? Question mark. I don't know why I read that like it was a statement. It was definitely a question. He says, wow, you're going to buy G-Fest? Yep, I'm going to buy all of it. Is Mecha Ghidorah a possibility? Mecha Ghidorah is a big possibility. Do you think Rodan should get his own movie? I think he could get his own movie. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see Rodan with a big scar. I think you'd have to pick a monster for Rodan to fight. I don't think he can carry a full movie on his own. But, I know the 56 movie's there, right? He's done it before. I just don't think this Rodan can carry a movie on his own. So pick a real cool monster for him to fight. Who would be a cool monster for Rodan to fight in a Rodan solo movie? What do you guys think? Tell me, who do you guys think would be cool to see Rodan fight? Can you state what was spoiled for you before you saw it? Execute Order 69. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, I will absolutely do that. Yeah, if Rodan gets a movie, maybe I'll finish my track. Yeah, by the way, guys, D-Manager is the one who made that real cool Rodan remix, that EDM version, and he just never finished it. He never made it to the Mysterians part, and all of us need him to. So can you guys spam the chat and tell us how much we need him to finish that? Because I really want to hear it finished. Megagears isn't that cool. Angears would be interesting because it's like the complete opposite. Rodan would actually be in a cool fight with Shinamura. I do think that would be awesome. I would love to see Rodan fight Kong, but you're going to make Kong the main villain in a Rodan movie? That's going to really overshadow your title character there. That is a Kong movie. I would love to see Rodan fight Kong. Rodan versus Godzilla, we need to see that fight. I absolutely agree. We definitely needed to see Godzilla fight Rodan. Can't believe we didn't. Do you think Godzilla 2 will break $1 billion? No, I don't. I don't think so. Okay, what was spoiled for me going to the movie? Yeah, you want the list? Everything. Literally everything. I'll go through it. So, I knew that Andrew Russell was dead. I knew that going in, and I did not hide that. I've been saying that since SDCC. I knew that kid was a goner. I knew Andrew Russell was dead. I knew that Vera Farmiga, wow, I totally spaced on her name, Emma Russ. I was gonna bounce between Emma and Madison, and I just couldn't figure out which was which. I knew Emma Russell was gonna be evil, and I knew she was gonna be like, not just going with Charles Dance, but actually evil. So I knew both of those. Clearly, I knew Rodan wakes up from volcano. Ghidorah comes out of the ice. I knew that Godzilla was gonna fight Ghidorah a minimum of 2 times. The third fight was spoiled for me leading up to King of the Monsters. I knew Godzilla was going to go burning mode. Yeah, hashtag Rip Little Russell, exactly. I knew Godzilla was going to go burning mode. What else was spoiled for me? I knew Ghidorah was going to lose a head at one point. What else? What other reveals were there that you would have been like, yeah, that was cool? Serizawa's death is the first thing that was spoiled for me. Way back in June last year, Serizawa's death was spoiled for me. And I was pissed. I could not believe someone spoiled that. I didn't think Godzilla was going to vor Ghidorah. I don't know what that word means. D-Man, what does that say? Did you know that it was Emma's plan to start the thing? I didn't know that it was Emma's plan to do it all. How did I figure all that out? How was it spoiled for me? Because the movie had massive leaks all the way back in... Oh, and you know what else? I knew that the monsters were going to bow to Ghidorah, or to Godzilla, I mean. I knew the monsters were going to bow to Godzilla. What does vor mean? I don't know what that means. Like what Orga did to Godzilla. Okay. No, I did not know that Godzilla was going to eat Ghidorah. I don't know why you didn't just say that. Vor means eat. I didn't know that. Oh, it's a fetish thing? Great. If they bring back Mechagodzilla, maybe they bring back Mechanic Kong. There is a Mechanic Kong / Mechagodzilla Easter egg in the end credits, but I don't think they're going to follow through with that. I think it's just a little joke. Yeah, how did I know all that? Is because the massive leaks came out last year, and just ever since then, people have been spoiling it for me in the comment section, because a lot of my viewers have no respect for me or what I do. Should Serizawa's assistant have been alive in Antarctica? Yeah, no. I really hate that they killed off Sally Hawkins' character in the way that they did it. I'm okay with her dying. I would have just liked her to be around for Serizawa's death so that we could have felt that emotional impact. And also, don't just snap her up out of nowhere. If mechs exist in the Monsterverse, this is going to be crazy. Yeah, I don't think... And, you know, people make fun of me because I'm like, aliens, I'm okay with that. But mechs, nope, that's where I draw the line. People make fun of me for that, but I do. I don't think that mechs fit the Monsterverse. What if Julian Dennison... I actually forgot he's in Godzilla vs. Kong. What if Julian Dennison is playing an older version of Andrew Russell instead of dead, he survived? No. First of all, he's the wrong race. That kid is not a white kid. Second of all, no. Keep him dead. Dr. Graham's a cutie. Yeah, I would agree to that. I don't know. I'm pretty in love with Dr. Chen. She's kind of like my favorite. What if Godzilla was falling? He used the atomic breath to fly? No. But if he used the atomic breath to slow down his descent, I would have been okay with that. I liked how it shows insignificant we are to Ghidorah. Yeah, I get why they did it. Listen, it's not like I don't understand why they did it. I 100% get why they did it. I just don't agree with that decision. It's a very Mako Mori Pacific Rim Uprising situation. What if Ghidorah's head's used to make Baggin? I've talked about that, or I mentioned that earlier, but no, I don't think we need Baggin in the Monsterverse. Ecoterrorism made money, Titan DNA. They should have Godzilla's at this point. Yeah, I get it. I get that they can set up to do Baggin. I don't think Baggin's a particularly interesting monster, nor do I have any interest in seeing him in the movies. I would like a monster kind of inspired by Baggin, similar origins, but maybe make him a little more interesting. Baggin really isn't that cool. I hated her death. It was really unnecessary. I wish she lived in Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, me too. I wish she was the face of Monarch following Serizawa's death. No wonder she wasn't cast in the movie. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, because I knew Serizawa was going to die from last June. I've known that. So I was like, yeah, it makes sense why he's not cast for Godzilla vs. Kong. I did not think that she wasn't cast because she was dead. I just thought she wasn't revealed yet. Her death traumatized me for half the movie. It just came out of nowhere. I didn't even know that was her who died until Serizawa saw the screen that said she died. It happened so quick. Dr. Chen, ID 40 man, the actress is. Are you trying to say she's 40? Is that supposed to deter me from saying I think she's awesome? I'm glad Godzilla almost died from the fall. Yeah, Jesus, if he had just gotten up and walked that off, I would have been not happy. Plus, he was already supercharged and Mothra had to revive him. So it was kind of like he nearly died a second time. I also thought that was a very interesting decision to kill off Godzilla early into the movie. And they don't do it justice because you never actually know if he's genuinely dead or not. They just keep calling him dead. But they're like, he also somehow moved into the Hollow Earth and is still alive when Serizawa's down there. What if Rodan had a fireball power? That'd be a little too animated. I hope Mothra's solo movie comes out in 2021, her 60th anniversary. Tagline is, every king needs a queen. Oh, God, that'd be awesome. Her death felt forced and necessary. She could have at least died after Serizawa died. Would have been more emotional. Absolutely would have been more emotional. And there's some people who are upset that the characters don't seem to respond to Serizawa's death. But they don't have a chance to. Like, literally right after Serizawa dies, what happens? Godzilla shows up, the Argo pulls up, and they are immediately going into Fenway. Could Kiryu, made by G-Force, going forward into the Monsterverse? Big fan, love your videos. Thank you very much, Roberto Luna, for the donation. Could Kiryu show up? Yeah, it's a possibility. I just don't think mechs would fit the Monsterverse personally. Also, in terms of, it would definitely have to be after Godzilla vs. Kong, because there's just no way to do that. If G-Force has Godzilla, if G-Force has Mechagodzilla, why are Godzilla and Kong fighting? They're both good guys. Is Mechagodzilla going to be the one that unites them? Why would Mechagodzilla fight the two heroes? Wouldn't you'd think that maybe Kiryu would just be like, hey, maybe let's move the fight out of a city or something. I don't know. I like the idea of Ghidorah constricting Godzilla. I really like that too, Isaac. I already forgot how to say your name, man. I'm sorry. Let me see. You already told me how to say it too, and I just feel bad because I'm not smart. Patia? Isaac Patia, thank you very much for the donation. When Graham died, I have no memory. She dies right when Ghidorah comes out of the ground. He just snaps her up once she gets out of the Osprey helicopter. Also, Sally Hawkins seemed like she really liked the character in one of her recent, or not recent, I guess it was like a year ago, but in one of her interviews around SDCC, she was like, God, I'm so happy to be doing so much more in this movie. I'm real excited about it. I love the character. And then she just gets snapped up right away. I doubt G-Force would exist and Kiryu wouldn't show up. Different Mechagodzilla. I don't know what that's all about. Well, maybe we cool it with the emojis so that I can read the chat. Thank you very much. Rodan versus King Caesar. Doesn't matter because King Caesar is not in the movie. Alright, dude. I'm sorry, but like, you gotta go on timeout. They said there would be a definitive winner in Godzilla vs. Kong. I am aware. Yes, the government does fund Monarch. The only way I'm okay with Ghidorah showing, or with heckin'... What were we talking about? Mechs? The only way I'm okay with mechs being in the Monsterverse is if Elon Musk is said to be the guy that builds them. Execute Order 69, thank you very much for the donation. He says, Sally Hawkins is damn beautiful. Also, beady, 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 beady. Fair enough. The beady beaties are in the movie, by the way, when Ghidorah shows up in Fenway. Do you think Godzilla vs. Kong will make Godzilla a bad guy, or do you think both will be equal footing ground for two alphas fighting for the throne? Okay. I think there's a lot of ways this could go. They could make Godzilla a bad guy. I mean, Dr. Chen's last line in the movie very heavily implies that Godzilla will be a bad guy. Her last line is, Godzilla's only on our side for now. That could easily transition Godzilla into being the bad guy. I don't think they'll do that, but they could. That would give Kong a reason to fight him. Kong is said to be the protector of human life. If you read King Kong, The Birth of Kong, if you read Skull Island, The Birth of Kong, he's said to be the protector of human life. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I think what it will come down to at the end of the day is Godzilla and Kong are both alphas. Kong does not bow to anyone but himself. Kong will not bow. So Godzilla is going to have some problems with that. Also, Godzilla's species, or specifically, I think this Godzilla, has had a problem with Kong's species in the past. So Godzilla might have a personal grudge against Kong, and Kong just has no idea who Godzilla is. It's Thanos. Godzilla shows up and he's like, you took everything from me. And Kong's there like, I don't even know who you are. That'd be pretty interesting. Okay, Daikaiju Tony, thank you for the donation. Dicks out for bagging. All right. I guess I gotta say it because it's a donation. Bro, if we don't cool with the emojis, you're going to get timed out. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you very much, James Luck, for the donation. I really appreciate it. Tyler Rhodes, thank you for the donation. He says, want to talk about my Mothra theory I sent you here? Okay, Tyler, I'm going to need a refresher on what your Mothra theory was. Was it the theory where Mothra... Were you the one who sent me the theory that Mothra spares Rodan's life? She very intentionally does not kill Rodan because... I think that is a great theory. I think Mothra definitely does spare Rodan's life. She easily could have and then chooses not to kill him. Hey, D-Man, what do you think of the credits Cave Pain in Godzilla vs. Kong? Do you think it means anything? Yeah, I think it means Godzilla and Kong species have crossed before. I think it's a cool reference, tie back to Godzilla or Kong Skull Island's end credit scene. That's real neat. Yeah, Tyler Rhodes said, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation, James Luck. He says, yes, that was his theory. Jesus. All right, we're not going to address it, Godzilla 154. We're just not going to mention it, and then maybe it won't happen. Maybe it's like if you just ignore it. Execute Order 69, thank you for the donation. He says, Emma mentioned Houston and got Aaron back in the Yeah, Emma mentioned Houston got Aaron back in the comics. I did see that. I don't know what that means. Houston's response to that is the far more interesting part of it. We assumed that Houston would get Aaron back for a few reasons. Number one, Monarch has been to Skull Island multiple times since the events of Skull Island Birth of Kong. Also, my snake's on the move. Yeah, you see that right there? Also, his response is like, he's like, yeah, I got him back, but look at what it cost. What did it cost? I really want to know. I really want to know what happened to Aaron. Something clearly happened to him that's not good. More Shobujin in Godzilla vs. Kong? Absolutely, both characters, or not both characters, but the actress is confirmed to return. I would assume both characters will too. You want me to move my head so you can watch the snake do whatever he's doing in the background? He's just sleeping, maybe? Do you think Varan would be a good opponent? Oh, there you go. Varan would be an awesome opponent for Godzilla to fight, or for Rodan to fight. D-Man, who is Aaron? Aaron Brooks is the son of Houston Brooks from Kong Skull Island. He is seen in the Skull Island Birth of Kong comic book. Godzilla King of the Flops, haha, real funny. The movie's doing fine. Zilla vs. Kevin, that is the movie I need. Hey D-Man, Shin Godzilla or King of the Monsters Godzilla? Like, who would take who? Well, Shin Godzilla is God and can evolve to never die, so Shin Godzilla would win that fight. That's really the problem. You say Shin Godzilla verse, insert any kaiju, and Shin Godzilla will win. He can literally evolve to not die. The concept booklet said that he was going to grow a universe inside of his body. He cannot die. Which movie do I like more? Shin Godzilla? Should I not say that? I don't think I should have said that, but it's probably true. I hope it doesn't. I hope they don't emphasize on Houston and Godzilla vs. Kong since people have to read the comics. No, I hope they do. I hope they do. I hope both Houston and Aaron come back in Godzilla vs. Kong, and I hope they just explain it in the movie in some quick exposition who they are. Also, please make Houston at the very least a part of Godzilla vs. Kong. Thank you so much for the donation. He says, do a beard reveal at 10 subs? Did I read that right? I don't understand what that means. Do a beard reveal at 10 subs? What? Tyler Rhodes, thank you for the donation. He says, Mothra solo film after Godzilla King of the Monsters. Stole the show, IMO. I don't know what IMO means, or maybe it's LMO? Not sure. Yeah, I'd absolutely love a Mothra solo movie about her. Have it be called Rebirth of Mothra. There you go. I wrote your title for you. Then have it be about the rebirth of Mothra. Did I upset too many people by saying that I like Shin Godzilla more? So the egg in Godzilla, so is the egg Godzilla's egg or Mothra egg? It is a Mothra egg confirmed by Michael Dougherty and the end credits. The original Mothra larva was kind of freaky. Was kind of freaky in the face. Loved this one, so dope. You didn't like the original? I actually think the 61 Mothra larva is super ugly. I would agree with that. Yeah, this new Mothra larva is it's pretty interesting looking. But thank you for the donation, James Luck. I really appreciate it. Legendary and Warner Brothers, give this man a check for coming up with your title. Yeah, give me a check for being your sole advertiser. No, I'm not at all, but give me some recognition at the very least. Warner Brothers Canada tweeted me, and that's actually all that matters. Tenk Mosi. How do I say that? Tenk Mosi. Thank you for the donation. He says, do you think Rodan will ever fight Kong? Also, will we see the Mutos again? Yeah, we already saw a Muto in Godzilla King of the Monsters, so I would say it's very likely they'll return. Do I think Rodan will fight Kong? Don't think he'll get the chance in the Monsterverse, but I would absolutely love to see that fight. I have said for a long time now, you can go back to videos years old, and I will be saying Godzilla vs. Kong, well, I actually said the Godzilla King of the Monsters end credit scene should be Rodan injured, flying away, taking refuge on an island, revealed to be Skull Island, the implication being that Kong's going to kill him. And then in Godzilla vs. Kong, you see the fight and Kong does, in fact, win. Mothra does come from China, but she's has Canadian spirit. What? What? Godzilla went Super Saiyan on Ghidorah? Yeah, he did. Here we go. Execute Order 69. Persecution of the Masses versus old rival / main title. Oh, are you asking me, do I like Ifukube's music more than I like Persecution of the Masses? Because that answer is yeah. I think Ifukube's Godzilla theme is better than Persecution of the Masses. Both of the songs you mentioned, the King of the Monsters versions of both of them, Old Rivals and Godzilla main title, no, Persecution of the Masses is better. I would rather listen to Persecution of the Masses because it's just such a powerful song. Can Kong shoot electricity in the new movie? No, but that'd be pretty cool. And it's real easy to explain. He's a big gorilla, real hairy. You do this, you rub your socks on the carpet and do this, and you got electric fingers. Just have it be amplified. The static just builds through his body. Thank you so much, Godzilla154, for the donation. He says, here's some money. Hashtag Mothra solo movie. Please, Legendary, please. Come on. I saw a comment that I found was interesting, but then it moved past too quick, and I didn't see what it says. Okay, I get that the Shōvujin were added, but how the hell does a family get that many generations of twins? Daikaiju Tony, do you not understand that they're magic? Michael Dougherty, by the way, I tweeted Michael Dougherty today, and he did confirm that there is a mystical connection, a legitimate mystical connection between Mothra and the Shōvujin. It's not just a surface level connection. Thank you, James Luck, for the donation. He says, Rodan flew like a stiff kite. I really wish that these chat would slow down so I could read. All right. Rodan flew like a stiff kite when I was a kid. Love how loose he was here. Need more next time around. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree. I loved seeing Rodan in the air in this movie. He's so cool. D-Man, they should put Jet in the next... Yeah, put Jet Jaguar there. Chat, I have questions. Slow down. Well, ask your question. I might see it because I saw that. What do you think of Ghidorah's sound alpha call? God, that is such a creepy noise. I hate that. I hate the noise Ghidorah makes on that volcano. It's real gross, but at the same time, it's awesome. Slow mode is on. No, it's not. Never mind. IMO, in my opinion. Well, thank you very much, Tyler Rhodes, for the donation clarifying that. He says, Mothra fights Batra in film. Yeah, I've been saying for a while, if they do a Mothra solo movie in the Monsterverse, Batra is the ultimate opponent for Mothra in that movie. Or you could just go straight up with Rodan. You're like, yeah, Rodan's back, and it's Mothra versus Rodan. That'd be cool. Isaac Padilla? I always forget how to say your name. I wish they showed Morgador's electric wings. That was a bit overpowered, so I'm glad they didn't, but it was cool. Oh yeah, speaking of Flash, Adobe Flash is going to die in 2020. I don't know what that means. Does the Kaiju Battle Royale run on that? I don't know how to answer that. Mega Manila in 1973 or Mega Mini in 1973. I'm going to say it both ways every time because I don't want to hear people telling me it's pronounced Minya, it's pronounced Manila. I get it. It's said both ways. Will Mexico sue the USA for the use of the oxygen destroyer on its territory? Very good question. Probably not, because I'd imagine that was done under UN jurisdiction. Is Mexico in the UN? I think it is. Were you disappointed that the classic Ghidorah theme wasn't part of the film? Absolutely, yeah. I get the Toho didn't give the permission, but I like the new one. I didn't like the new one. I said it was my least favorite Ghidorah theme. And I feel bad for saying that, but it was. Execute Order 69, thank you for the donation. He says, Rodan looked like an old man with his whirly beak. Oh, with his wrinkly beak. I just can't read. Did not get that vibe. It'd be cool if Batra's introduction to the Monsterverse, I wish I could read, Monsterverse, not Monsterverse, would be like one of the, slow down, would be like one of the concept for Heisei Air, where it's basically an egg that got messed up by radiation. That'd be really cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd be so down for that. I think it'd be cool also is if you didn't know Batra was a bad guy until partway through the movie. You think it's the new Mothra, it hatches first, and everyone thinks it's the new Mothra. Like, Madison Russell's like, oh, hey, I know Mothra, she's a good guy. And then it just starts killing people, and you're like, oh my god. But, yeah, that'd be awesome. And then you're like, oh, that one's Batra. Maybe that's when you have Chen and Ling come in, and they're like, hey, wait a minute, listen, we got to tell you that this is not what you think it is. I saw something about SH Monsters that I wanted to read, but where is it? Will you get Rodan and Mothra SHMA pack? No, because I ordered both figures separately, so I don't need to. By the way, not only do I have the Jack specific all right here, but NECA just sent me Godzilla and Mothra to review, and the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2019 came in, plus I just got the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1962. So lots of unboxings and reviews coming up when I get the chance. I swear to God, if I see another ship of Godzilla and Mothra, I'll eat my computer. Yeah, it's a bit absurd, the fan base, isn't it? D-Man cameos in Godzilla vs. Kong. John O's Firewalker, thank you for joining the chat. You know how much I would love to cameo in Godzilla vs. Kong? Can we get a petition for that? We make a petition for everything else in the universe in this fan base. Let's get a petition for D-Man to have a cameo in Godzilla vs. Kong. James Luck, thank you for the donation. Please don't use God rays on my dad. Wasted moment. I don't understand the reference, James. That one went right over my head. Also, I was out riding my bike today, and the sun was shining through some clouds, and I no joke just stopped and stared at it as if it was Mothra using her God rays. That's the kind of person I am. Would you ever do a video series ranking all the Godzilla movies from your least favorite to favorite? Oh, where'd you go, Light Yagami? Also, I love the ride we had in the videos going from King of the Monsters up until King of the Monsters. Now it's time for Godzilla vs. Kong. Hell yeah, Mr. Yagami. Would I ever do that series, though? Probably not. I don't think so. I mean, if I do another Godzilla review series, which I will, I'll do a Godzilla-thon 2.0, which will be more of your, like, Cinemassacre style, like, 5-minute reviews. I will do that, but I'm going to give it, like, 5 years from the last Godzilla-thon, which was 2 years ago. So you still got 3 years to wait before I re-review all the movies. And also, Godzilla-thon's never ending. Like, I've got Godzilla-thon for City on the Edge of Battle in the process. I just finished the art, and so I'm gonna get on that one. And then Godzilla the Planet Eater will follow. Godzilla King of the Monsters once the movie's on Blu-ray, which is why tomorrow's spoiler review for Godzilla King of the Monsters is gonna be kind of short, and also it's not gonna be very structured. I mean, there is a script for it. I wrote the script, but it's not gonna be like a plot by plot, because that's what the that's what the Godzilla-thons are for. Why can't Legendary star Godzilla in a live-action packed movie as well as exceptional writing and strong characters? Why just one or the other? Why not both? So you think that 2014, from what I'm gathering, has exceptionally well-written characters, but not a lot of Godzilla, whereas you think King of the Monsters has great Godzilla stuff, but not exceptionally written characters? First of all, you're probably the only person that will say that the characters and writing in 2014 were exceptional. I personally think they were great, but most people don't. Second of all, thank you for the donation, Ryan Johnson. I appreciate it. Third, I think King of the Monsters strikes a good balance. I do. I think Serizawa is a fantastic character. Probably the most compelling he's been. Probably the most compelling Godzilla protagonist for a long, long time. James Luck, thank you for the donation. He says God Rays in battle would have been better later in the movie. Yeah, it would have been better if she had used them actually as a defense mechanism like they were supposed to be used for, but yeah, whatever. It was all right. Will SHMA make a Mechagodzilla design from Ready Player One? Probably not, but it would be definitely cool if they did. Toho approves more Monsterverse. Do you think we'll end up getting solo movies or big names versus big names? I think it'll probably be more solo movies, yeah. Oh, how do I say that? Vazo Prime Private. We're just going to say it quick. Thank you for the donation. He says, do you think that the Echo Group's biological research... Oh, Jesus. The Eco Group's biological research with Ghidorah's head ends up somehow giving Kong electric-based powers as a reference to 1962? No, because I don't think Jonah Allen and his crew will be in Godzilla vs. Kong. Quick question, do you think Godzilla could fight super grown skullcrawlers in Godzilla vs. Kong? No, I think Kong's on top of it. I don't think he lets the skullcrawlers get that big. Hey D-Man, how did you know Mechagodzilla was going to be in Godzilla vs. Kong? You're not really supposed to know that. Yeah, oh man, are you confirming it right there? How did I know? Because it's just a popular rumor. People are just talking about it. I have heard that for about a year now. I've been hearing that Mechagodzilla, ever since I started getting leaked information for Godzilla King of the Monsters, I've been hearing that Mechagodzilla's in Godzilla vs. Kong. It just doesn't make sense. Why would he be there? What purpose would he serve in that plot? New petition. Get D-Man in Godzilla vs. Kong. Get me a cameo. Do you think Shinamura will appear in a future movie? No. Hey D-Man, Burning Godzilla vs. Kong, would you still say he would still win? No, Kong would die against Burning Godzilla real quick. He'd just get torched. Tyler Smega? Tyler Smega, thank you for the donation. He says, type my question in earlier. Can you answer it? Was it an earlier super chat? Because I did not see that. I don't see it, Tyler. If you tell me what your question was again, I can try and answer it. Hashtag D-Man and Godzilla vs. Kong. Good at trending. I want to be in the movie. I want King Kong to kill me, alright? Execute Order 69, thank you for the donation. He says, if you could choose anyone to have an SHMA, which? So if I could pick any kaiju for an SHMA figure, who would I do? The Gargantua's 2-pack. Actually, I don't think they'd make for particularly intricate characters. See you, Fred. I don't think they'd make for particularly intricate designs. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to get a Gargantua's 2-pack. It'd be real cool to get a, a King Kong Skull Island or a Kong 62. If I'm trying to think of like a monster that I think would really be interesting as an SHMA figure, maybe the Mutos. I don't know. Hashtag demand for Godzilla vs. Kong. Please get me in the movie, guys. What have I been doing this all for? I've been slaving away for the past 5 years for you guys, and I've not even gotten a cameo in Godzilla vs. Kong. What is this? Why are the OG cameo, or why are the OG Godzilla kaiju in cameos? Yeah, well, they are in the. Do you have the NECA Godzilla 1962? Yes, Tony. I'm sponsored by NECA, so everyone go check out NECA at your local Targets. Yeah, they sent me a figure to review, and I did. What was I saying just before I got distracted right then? Oh, the original monsters. Why are they in the concept art booklet? They were just placeholders. They were never supposed to be in the movie. They were just placeholders. Mecha Minya Manila 1973. Godzilla Pimp. Godzilla Pimp of the Monsters. Now that's a movie. Thank you for the donation. Isaac Padilla, thank you for the donation. Have you seen the NES Godzilla creepypastas? Yeah, I feel like I've looked through them on the channel and I was very underwhelmed by them. Is there any NECA Godzilla figures you'd like to see? I'd like to see a NECA Kong, and I'd like a NECA Ghidorah, and I would like NECA to do who else is a cool kaiju? No, they're doing a Mothra. I'd like a standard old school Mothra. I don't have a single articulated old school Mothra figure, and I'd like one. Do you think the Monarch Scientist update website will update to reveal the new Titans? Yeah, I think after King of the Monsters releases it will. Godzilla versus the giant pizza the giant pizza turkey that drank too much purple drank too. With that darn duck just giving him too much of it. Biolante better be in Godzilla vs. Kong. Nah, save Biolante for her own movie. Have it be called Godzilla Desolation. Remember that idea? That was going to be awesome. Was Muto Prime in Godzilla King of the Monsters, or was just regular? Yeah, that's a good question, Benji. Thank you for the donation. It initially does look just like Muto Prime, and I did think it was Muto Prime. Walking out of the theater, I talked to Chris Goji fan right afterward, and I was saying, yeah, that was Muto Prime. And he was like, no, I didn't think so. Watching the movie again, it's just a female Muto. Rumor has it the reason NECA is denying Ghidorah as of now is because they might make it SDCC exclusive. Are you kidding me? That would be so incredibly frustrating. Because when you think about it, Otachi was a $120+ figure in a line of $20+ figures. God, you know how frustrated I'd be if Ghidorah came out SDCC exclusive. Thank you, Joe Ling, for the donation, or Joel Ling. I appreciate it. He says, do you think the Battle of Boston cuts away too much? Yes, I do. I think it cuts away too much. I understand why they did it. They wanted to give you the in-the-ground feel, right? But, all the SDCC exclusives have been revealed already. That's good. They wanted to give you an on-the-ground feel. This is what it would be like to be in the city during a monster fight. Cool. Do that. It was great. I really liked seeing it. It's a new perspective that we don't get much of in a Godzilla movie. Awesome. But cut back at least a few times and let me actually watch them fight. I don't just want the one scene of Godzilla tackling Ghidorah through a building and then Ghidorah chasing Emma in her truck. I want to see them fight. Let me see them fight, Mr. Doherty. Come on. But no, overall, I do think the Battle of Boston is awesome. That's not a big problem I had because I got over it real quick. And I've seen the movie multiple times. It's still a really cool fight. XX Dine 5 Soar XX Dine 5 or XX. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. Hey D-Man, is Mothra stronger than Batra? Yes, she is. Thoughts on Godzilla Mothra EMP attack? I think you mean the nuclear pulse, and I think it's awesome. My theory is that NECA Ghidorah will be revealed at SDCC. No, I don't think they're going to reveal him at SDCC. I think we have a while to wait before they touch Ghidorah. I think we got to wait probably, if I had to guess, till closer to Godzilla vs. Kong. Do you watch OmniViewer's content? I do not. But I know who he is, and I don't have any problems with him. So, just so you know, I don't. But here's why. I don't watch any Godzilla YouTubers. I don't watch a single one. Even Mr. H Reviews, who I am subscribed to, he does Godzilla videos and I don't watch them. I watch his Terminator videos, but I will not watch other Godzilla YouTubers. It's just like one of those things for me. I can't do it. I just can't. And it's not to say that I don't watch Godzilla videos, because I've watched lots of reviews for King of the Monsters to see what the normies think of it. I watch all of Mr. Sunday Movies Godzilla videos, but I just don't watch Godzilla YouTubers. I missed out on the after credits. Could you perhaps describe it to me? Janos, if you want to see the after credit scene, I do a full breakdown of it on the channel, so go check it out. James Luck, thank you for the donation. He says, Skull Island equals Monster Island, destroy all monsters. Yeah, I think all of that is yes. I think Skull Island will turn into Monster Island. Gareth Edwards initially said that he wanted the third movie to have a Monster Island, so I think we are building to that point, and I think there will be a Destroy All Monsters type movie later on down the line. Quick question, out of all the brand new kaiju in King of the Monsters, which one was your favorite? Mine was Methuselah. Mine was Skyla. I like the big spider squid. That's awesome. It's a real cool design. It'd be real frightening to see later on. Like Titan Goji's a football player, and pretty much everyone in the upcoming panel would be screwed. Are you saying that I couldn't beat him in a fight? Because I think you're underestimating me in that regard. I mean, D-Manager can tell you, I don't play fair when I fight people. It's just, I don't, and it's because I know I'll lose if I do. Because I absolutely would lose in a fight to almost anybody. But I haven't before, and it's because I cheat. I think the spider with tentacles was originally from Skull Island. It could have been a concept art, but it wasn't actually in the movie. Question. I need an answer, people. I didn't see your question. Sorry. I want Gareth Edwards back. I think Gareth Edwards did a fantastic job with Godzilla 2014. I'm really interested to know what he would have done for the sequel. But I'm glad Michael Dougherty did this sequel. Hey, D-Man, why is there a live Muto in Boston? Because there are Mutos around the world. Godzilla hasn't killed all of them yet, is basically the short answer. Godzilla has not killed all of them. How big do you think Kong will get in Godzilla vs. Kong? I'm going to guess 300 feet. I would have guessed 250, but Godzilla got an extra 50-foot bonus, so I'm going to guess 300 feet. Okay, what is this? The theory is they had a full sculpt, but not articulated prototype ready. Bandai struck a deal, blah, blah, blah. Articulated Ghidorah. NECA has to wait. I've not heard that theory. It looks a lot more like that one in Skull Island, that camouflage in the tree. No, it doesn't. It does not look like the Mother Longlegs. Tony, trust me when I say that. It doesn't. It's not the same thing. What do you think of Kong's new beard? I'm a big fan of the beard. I wish I could grow a cool beard like Kong. Do you think Toho will let Gamera cross over with Godzilla if it's in the Monsterverse? If they get the rights to him, yeah. Do you think Orga has a place in the Monsterverse? No. Isaac Padilla, thank you very much. Classic roars, my freaking god. Yeah, when I was talking in my review and I was like, I literally teared up before the movie even starts. There's a sound that they play before the movie even starts, and it made me tear up instantly. It was Godzilla's Showa roar. When I heard that in the theater, I immediately teared up. Just right away. James Luck, thank you for the donation. He says, messed up Oxygen Destroyer just for a cameo. Yeah, I do think they did underuse the Oxygen Destroyer. Will you be at G-Fest this year? Yes, I will. Beard Kong is Captain America because they're both from America and they both grow beard. Yeah. Yeah. Thoughts of Godzilla switching roars? I was real cool with it. We actually don't see Godzilla on screen do that Showa roar, do we? We see him fall into a cavern while doing it, like a pit, but we never actually get to slow down and, watch him do the roar. I don't think so anyways. It's always off screen. But I thought it was real cool. Mothra's theme in Dolby was amazing. I'm sure the whole sound design was amazing. The IMAX sound is incredible. I never have heard IMAX sound this good. It sounds amazing. Tyler Rhodes, thank you for the donation. Which Toho monsters have a place in the Monsterverse? Batra, Anguirus, Destroya, Destroy is one of the few that would work. Biolante if you do it right. But basically, it's like your standard, like Varan could work. Your monsters without any powers could work. Your kind of more boring monsters. Pliss answer. Also, you're the best another quickie. What? Do you think Rodan will come in a future movie since Mothra spared him? If the Monsterverse continues beyond Godzilla vs. Kong, yes. Gaiga Blasto 2, thank you for the donation. Have you seen Gigan in the Godzilla art book? Yeah, it's just a placeholder. It was never actually supposed to be Godzilla. Preston, I am not ignoring you. I am just trying to keep up with the chat. If you absolutely need me to read it, I am reading every single super chat. I hope they add King Caesar to the Monsterverse. I don't. Why do you think critics overall prefer 2014? Because critics like human stories. That's why. General audiences don't. Hey, D-Man, what did you think of Mothra's stinger? I thought it was real cool. It was a nice reveal. That did get spoiled for me as well. I didn't know how it was going to be used or when it was going to be used, but I did know Mothra would have a stinger in the new movie. But it was pretty sweet. Another quick question, is Jet Jaguar weak or strong? If he flies into your mouth and then grows well inside of you, he's pretty overpowered. Thank you, Isaac Padilla, for the donation. He says, I grossed out when Ghidorah grew his head back. That was a really cool moment. James Luck, thank you for the donation. They have to backtrack Oxygen Destroyer for Destroya? Yeah, that could be. They could have forced it into the movie because they knew they needed Destroya or a Destroya-like monster. So they could have done that. All I want is for you to say my name. Is it Kamas? Or is it just CMAS 365? Jonos Firewalker, I'm a critic who prefers character stories, and I still hate 2014 and love King of the Monsters. Well, okay. Ever heard of Godzilla vs. Berserk? I have not. Basically another Heisei concept that was Mechagodzilla as metallic sludge. Ugh, that would have been dumb. Landed on Earth. No, that imitates strongest monsters. I would not have liked that. I don't think. Well, maybe I would have. I don't know. I didn't see it executed, but it doesn't sound like a cool idea. Jedi Jargo, thank you for the donation. He says that snow scene was all Showa things. I noticed that. Godzilla falls in ice, yeah. Trips, blast buildings, yeah. Screams when Ghidorah gets away. Yeah, and Ghidorah retreats. Yeah, that's how the fight ends, is with Ghidorah retreating, just like he always did in the Showa era. Tyler Smega, I hope I say that right. Thank you for the donation. He says, I'm going to post my question under this post. Okay, I was told that Legendary signed for 3 Godzilla movies and Kong at the time was not a part of this. Is Godzilla vs. Kong the 3rd film, or will there be another God film? Did you see Gigan for the art book? Yes, Gigan was a placeholder. Also, Godzilla vs. Kong counts as the 3rd Godzilla movie. You were right. They did sign Godzilla for a 3-movie deal. Godzilla vs. Kong is included in that 3-movie deal. Thank you so much. Dallin, is that how you say that? Dallin12378. He says, who would win, Fire Godzilla or Burning Godzilla? Fire Godzilla would win, Burning Godzilla would lose, and then Burning Godzilla would melt down and kill everybody. James Luck, thank you for the donation. He says, Bryan Cranston should have lived. Orca? Yeah, Bryan Cranston would have been awesome to have been involved with the Orca. I think that's a huge waste opportunity. He's kind of the one who came up with the idea, you know? Sort of. I think Godzilla vs. Berserk concept could work for the Monsterverse. No, I don't think so. Making Mechagodzilla an alien villain again? I don't think so. Hey D-Man, what Godzilla movie would you recommend for newcomers? Monsterverse Godzilla from 1964 is absolutely a great place to start. Fantastic human story, fantastic kaiju story, amazing soundtrack. It's a great movie. Also, special effects are mind-blowing for the time. Will the Orca ever make a comeback? Well, the Orca got smashed, and Mark Russell has no intentions of rebuilding it. That being said, I think Charles Dance might create something similar to it. I don't think he will recreate the Orca, but I think he'll do something similar to it. Burning Godzilla could destroy a whole planet, but it requires him dying. Exactly. Fire Godzilla's way stronger with all his powers. Yeah, exactly. Also, Fire Godzilla might be able to just suck the radiation out of Burning Godzilla. We don't know how strong that ability is, though. Do you think Toho will renew Legendary's license or make their own films afterward? No, I think they're going to co-produce. I don't think they'll have any need to renew the license. Toho just bought a new U.S. studio. I think they are going to co-produce movies moving forward. Yeah, thank you. Hashtag D-Man and Godzilla vs. Kong. Here's the petition, D-Man. If you really made a D-Man and Godzilla vs. Kong petition, this might be the most incredible thing we've ever done on the channel. Yeah, D-Man 1954 and Godzilla vs. Kong. How many signatures can we get on this petition? Please, a lot. Change.org is a big meme. Can you tell how hot I am? My face is flushed. Can you see how hot it is in here? Mecha Manila / Mega Minya 1973. Thank you for the donation. I love Dr. Serizawa being the second person to touch Godzilla, but I hate that he died. I think it was a great moment. Roberto Provost. I really wish I knew how to say your name. Would have been more iconic if Godzilla bit off Ghidorah's middle head. I think Godzilla biting off Ghidorah's left head is a reference to Godzilla Final Wars when he does the same. So I was okay with it. Actually, he might bite off the right head in Final Wars. I don't remember. Hey D-Man, when Godzilla turned into Scarlet mode and uses nuclear pulse, would you have rather him use the atomic breath after the nuclear pulse? I think they're saving the red atomic breath for Godzilla vs. Kong, so no, I'm glad that he used the nuclear pulse. It was also unexpected. I did not anticipate him to have the nuclear pulse, so that was cool. Tyler Rhodes, thank you very much for the donation. He says, what would a Batra origin look like? I think the idea, what was it? Who was it that said it earlier? I think the idea of having a Mothra egg get radiated and then mess up would be really cool. Is Millie Bobby Brown good in the movie? Yeah, she's very good in the movie. She does a great job. I just don't buy her character's motivations for the first part. Rexy1993, thank you for the donation. He says, what do you think of Godzilla vs. the Griffin? I've never poured through the entire story of Godzilla vs. the Griffin, but overall it sounds like it would have been a much more preferable movie to Godzilla 1998. Can you explain Mothra and Godzilla's symbiotic relationship? Yeah, basically it's just that Mothra understands that Godzilla is essential to maintaining balance, so she needs to make sure that he stays on top, is what I gathered from it. James Luck, thank you for the donation. He says, does Ghidorah focus his energy on the weather on and off? Seems like the weather was less of a factor when he was fighting. I don't think so. It has to do with when he's flying in the air. That's what they said on the Monarch website, is that when he flies, he interacts with the upper environment and creates storms. Monsterverse continues after Godzilla vs. Kong. How would you like to continue? With a big movie where all the Titans wake up, and for whatever reason, maybe they use an orca on a worldwide scale. Maybe Charles Dance creates the ultimate kaiju. That all the monsters are like, sorry, Godzilla, we're going to bow to this guy because you're nothing compared to him. And then Godzilla and Kong have to team up against everybody. I have a question I want an answer to. Well, Mary, I keep missing it. I apologize. I keep only seeing Mary complaining that I'm missing her question. Final Wars Goji or Legendary Fire Goji? I hate questions like that. Probably Final Wars. Can you please explain the Hollow Earth? Earth is hollowed out. There's tunnels connecting the entire planet. Inside those tunnels is lots of nuclear radiation. That is where the Titans live. How do you feel about Ghidorah being able to conduct electricity and redirect it and absorb energy the same way Kaiser Ghidorah does? Well, we don't get to see enough of him absorbing energy. It would have been cool to see what that does for him, but I'm okay with him being able to redirect energy. I was okay with that. Okay, here we go, Mary. Would you like a future Death of Godzilla movie? No. I mean, I'd be okay with Godzilla dying in a future movie, but I don't want it to be called The Death of Godzilla. It's a bit of a spoiler, if you ask me. Then we do, trailer breakdowns, and we're like, what do you think's going to happen? Do you think Godzilla's going to die? The title says he does. Tyler Rhodes, thank you very much for the donation. She says, is Mechagodzilla more likely than... is Mecha King Ghidorah more likely than Mechagodzilla? No, I'm going to say Mechagodzilla is more likely at this point. Do you think about what do you think about the Mammoth Titan? I think he's cool. You mentioned that Michael Dougherty describes King Ghidorah as the Joker to Godzilla's Batman during his interview. Yeah, because he has said that. Yeah. Dude, do you even lift? No. I could flex, and then that makes my arms look a little more defined, but also I've got a blinding white light shining down on them, so you're not going to see much definition no matter what. But I could sit here and flex the whole time if that'll make you happier. Is this better? Death of Superman did it, D-Man. I know, but that spoils the ending. I could T-pose for dominance again. I could hold the T-pose for dominance. Look how veiny my arms are. I could T-pose for dominance again. My face is so hot right now. Monster X in the Monsterverse. No. Swole D-Man intimidates me. Well, it's a good thing I'm not swole then. Why do you like Kong more than Godzilla? I think he's more sympathetic. I also wouldn't say that I like Kong more, by the way. Just so you know. Thank you, James Luck, for the donation. He says, was Rodan shooting... I can't. Hold on. I was like, I need to read the chat. Was Rodan shooting lava bombs in the trailer also? I don't know. I don't think it was. But thank you for the donation. Isaac Padilla, thank you for the donation. He says, meme review. We're not doing a meme review. Yeah, I know it's called an air conditioner. I just am not using one. Ghidorah. You dare me? Oh, you dare challenge me, Ghidorah? Ghidorah's flaps are always awesome. taking a screenshot just to meme me. Okay. Read my comments, please. That's the one that I got to read. Yeah, I know. New Godzilla fighting game. Let's wait for E3 to see if it's officially revealed before we go crazy about it. Go sign that petition. Best Ghidorah design? Question mark? Yeah, I think so. How do you feel about this? What? Oh, California heat after the out-season cold storm we had. The heat is... I really think I always think I'm going to like the heat more when it's the winter, and then I never do. I'm always like, yeah, but putting on a jacket's not that bad. Although I will say, you know, I hated growing up where it would snow all the time because, like, snow in the morning is the worst thing you're ever going to deal with. It's just cold and you hate it and it makes your day bad. American Artist, thank you for the donation. Just, yo, finally another stream. Heck yeah, dude. Thanks for tuning in. The fighting game sounds fake as hell. Like all the character rosters seem like they're out of DeviantArt. Yeah, we're waiting for an official reveal to cover it on this channel. Yo, finally another stream. I already read that one. Winter the Weirdo, thank you for the donation. He says, do you think they will change up Mothra's reintegration? Things like how the MCU baby grew. Okay. So, are you asking me, will it be a new Mothra, or will it have the memories of the old one? Do you think they will change up Mothra's... MCU Baby Groot wasn't the same one as before. Yeah. Well, Baby Groot is the same one as before, though. He has all the same memories. Have you heard the rumors that D-Man will be in Godzilla vs. Kong? I haven't. It's better than living in a damn desert where it's 120 degrees in the summer. Yeah, that'd be no fun. It'd be cool if the egg had twins. Yeah, that would be really cool if there was two Mothra babies in the egg. You can almost do a Gremlins-like situation where both of them hatch. One of them is messed up from radiation, the other one's not, and that way one of them's evil, the other one's not, and you just don't know that they're going to both be evil. And then it's kind of like Stripe picking on Gizmo, and then, you know, the rest of the movie can go from there. Okay, anyways, back to your question, Winter. Yeah, I think if they do a new Mothra, it will be a new Mothra. I don't think it will have the memories of the old one. Do lava bombs, look over DC again next time. I will definitely do that, James Locke. Thank you for the donation. I mean, the lava bombs, I know he does them to Mothra. I just didn't, I guess I didn't know he did them before that. Do you think we should have seen more Ghidorah destruction scenes? Yeah, I think some more Ghidorah destruction scenes would have been nice. It goes pretty quick because Ghidorah just, lightning breaths everything, and then it all just it like slices through buildings like butter, so everything falls real quick. Does T-pose. Ghidorah, you dare defy me, human? You ever want to see a Mothra baby die? Like either get blown apart or crushed? No, it's not one of the things that I've been looking for in a Godzilla movie. Guys, I will remind you, by the way, that if this channel... What are we at right now? I made the promise to you earlier in the year that if the channel hits 100,000 subscribers by December, I will dye my hair like Parzival from Ready Player One. But here's the thing is, you guys are slacking. You're not going to hit that number. I gain like 1.5 thousand a month. We're not hitting 100,000 by the end of the year. It's just not going to happen. But I still make that deal with you. I think if they introduce Batra in the Monsterverse, I think he should be a subspecies of Mothra, so they are related but aren't the same, could have a mostly different design. I agree with that. I think that's very good. Did you notice the Oxygen Destroyer tested? Yes, I did notice the Oxygen Destroyer is definitely what killed the whales in the news report at the start. Your reaction to Ghidorah pulling a Shin Godzilla when he chomps on the electric tower. When does Shin Godzilla chomp on an electric tower? Does his jaw like split open up when he does that? I don't know. I thought it was a really cool moment though. Everyone make fake Gmail accounts so we can get Derek and Godzilla vs. Kong. Isaac Padilla, thank you very much for the donation. He says, first to the key, first to the egg. James Luck, thank you for the donation. He says, do you have a tally for how much money I spent? I don't. James, you want me to go through it? Do you donate $2 every time? Demon, what do you think of King Ghidorah solo movie? I'd be interested in it. Where'd you start donating, James? Let me see. I don't have a tally. But I appreciate the donation asking if I had a tally. 1, 2. No, you didn't donate $2 every time. So 2, 4. And, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 28, 29, 30. I don't know, James. You spent a fair amount. Crap. I hear key for some reason. IDK, I'm deaf. You hear key? Crap, I hear key for some reason. Well, thank you very much, Isaac Padilla, for the donation. I hear key. What does that mean? Can I Facebook message you about Monsterverse Batra movie to read here? No, because that might take too much time. I mean, you could just give me a general rundown. Godzilla 1954. I've been fooled by humans. This isn't happening again. Godzilla 2019. Nice try, antagonist. You can't chill. Okay. Oregon, future Godzilla movies. No. I like how so many people got so confused in my video when I was talking about the Godzilla eras. When I was like, yeah, there's 4 Godzilla eras. People were like, dude, there's like 37. You don't even know, like, where did all the eras come from? I get it. You guys want to separate Shin Godzilla from Legendary, and you want to separate both of those from the anime, but that's not how that works. We didn't create a new era every time the Millennium era had a new continuity. It doesn't just switch with continuities. It's not how that works. We're in the Reiwa era. Is that how you say that? It looks like it should be said Reiwa, but it's not. It's said like Reiwa. We're in that era right now, and we're probably going to group in the past few Godzilla movies into that era, because that's kind of what we did with Millennium, or Heisei, I mean. We kind of did that with Heisei. Maybe in 20 years, we'll create a new actual blanket name for this current era that we're living in. But at the moment, we're going with Reiwa. I don't know how to say it. Thank you, Zol117 for the donation. He says, keep up the good work. You're living my dream. You just got to grind, man, and you'll make it too. Isaac Padilla, thank you for the donation. He says, first to the egg. I hear key for some reason. You don't hear me say the word first to the key, first to the egg? Yeah, because he says both. He says first to the key, and then the response is first to the egg. Now you've got me all tripped up. The petition already has 31 people. Well, good. It sounds like I'm going to be in Godzilla vs. Kong, because 31 people, they cannot refuse. Thank you very much, Chris, or I don't know why I said your name so wrong. Is it Chive Bacon? Thank you very much for the donation. He says, was it just me, or did Godzilla look as tall as Ghidorah after he got nuked would make him over 500 feet? He is not. He stays at his 400 foot tall, but yeah, he is definitely taller than he has ever been. James Luck, thank you for the donation. He says, money well spent. Well, thank you very much. He says, none of my friends care. Anyways, was the movie louder than the original themes sometimes? Was the movie louder than the original themes? What do you mean by that? It's Reiwa? Okay, awesome. D-Man should do a D pose instead of a T pose. I don't even know what that would look like. Thank you very much, EH, for the donation. He says, can you open your Instagram message, please? I don't take new Instagram messages. I apologize. You got to understand how many I get. I can't keep up with them if I take all of them. But I really appreciate all the love and support. And sometimes I look through the requested Instagrams and sometimes I will respond. Thank you very much, Tyler, for the donation. He says, twins from egg. Gotcha. That sounds good to me. One feels humans is failing Earth while the other wants to give them a second chance. Sure, I like that. One is named Batra, miss about Evil Mothra. That works for me. That really does. That sounds like it could work. Will it review the SHMA Godzilla 2019? Absolutely. I need to write it off on taxes. So, yes. We have a petition to get you in Godzilla vs. Kong, but it's already finished filming. Godzilla 154, you don't understand? They need a 360 of my head, and they can CG me into a fight scene and just have me killed in the background. Kong better be the one to squish me, is all I'm saying. Or maybe you could just have Godzilla do what he did to poor old Emma Russell and just cook me alive. Jesus, she really got it rough, didn't she? Toho. The Toho Society made it to the stream. I wish I knew who that was so that I could be like, heck yeah, thank you. But I don't know who that was. James Luck. The movie seemed louder than March of G, etc. IMAX. So the movie itself was louder than the music. I think that was intentional. But yeah, in IMAX, the movie is certainly incredibly loud. Like I said, the IMAX audio for this movie is incredible. Wait, did Emma Russell die? Yeah, Emma Russell survives Ghidorah's attack. Godzilla hulks up into burning mode, and she just melts. I'm sending you a meme of Ghidorah. This is familiar. No one said this, but I'm the first person to say it. Well, I'll see it eventually. I don't check DMs during live streams. Godzilla vs. Kong winner. Who do I think it's going to be, or who do I want it to be? Those are two different answers, because I want it to be Kong, but I think it's going to be Godzilla. Which is the other thing. Whenever people hear me say I'm rooting for Godzilla, or for Kong, whenever people hear me say that, they freak out, and they're like, you're not a real Godzilla fan. First of all, does me rooting for Kong really undo the how many hundreds of hours of time I've spent talking about Godzilla on this channel alone? No, it doesn't. And also, I still think Godzilla's going to win. What was your reaction to Ghidorah regrowing his head? I loved it. Really cements Ghidorah as a threat in this movie when he wasn't as threatening in the original. Yeah, I'm okay with the fight being at night. I agree. I'm okay with this fight being at night. That being said, give me the Godzilla vs. Kong fight in the day. Please, don't have that one be at night. What is something you really want to see in Godzilla vs. Kong? I really want to see Godzilla fight Kong and not have someone else distract them, other than like maybe if Mothra is going to save one of their lives at the end. I really just want to see Godzilla fight Kong in an uninterrupted fight, and there is no team up in the movie. Look at Civil War. They did it so well. Why don't we get more versus movies like that? I saw a comment I really wanted to read, but it disappeared and I don't know where it went. What do you think the eco-terrorists will do with King Ghidorah's head? I think they will electrocute it, bringing it back to life, and I think it will grow a new monster out of it that will not be Ghidorah, but will be something equally as powerful. What do you think of the biblical imagery? I thought it was great. It looked amazing. Will they do a Kong design change? Yes, they will, but it won't be drastic. Do you think King Ghidorah could work in a solo movie? I do. I think it'd have to be done right, but they could do it. I'm not sure this Monsterverse Ghidorah is worthy of a solo movie. Not to say like that actually sounds bad, but I don't think I'd like to see a Monsterverse solo Ghidorah movie, especially because if we have this Ghidorah in his own solo movie, there's not a chance that Godzilla doesn't show up to stop him, you know? Maybe the old school Ghidorah, where it wasn't like he's causing an apocalypse around the world when he shows up. The old school Ghidorah who would just destroy one city at a time. Maybe him. He can get a solo movie and it'd be cool. This Ghidorah, you get him in a solo movie and you're like, there's literally no reason why Godzilla's not in the movie to stop him. Since Kevin was the dumb one who was cut off, so do you think the potential of the new monster spawn will be the dum-dum? Yeah, I've talked about in the past, or I don't know why I say it like it was that long ago. I've talked about in the video that I made a few days ago. Yeah, if they regrow Ghidorah, they're regrowing him from the duty heads. So like, it's not going to be as threatening, right? Well, Michael Dougherty does say that Ghidorah's memories of all three heads are stored within the fibers of the body, not within the brains. So theoretically, you grow a new Ghidorah and then you go, awesome, he's got all of his old memories back. Maybe the single head will have the combined memories of all three. Maybe it's like Split, where each personality will take over at different times. That'd actually be pretty interesting. I actually really like that idea. Can I get a Split poster, but it's just Ghidorah? Can some talented artist do that? I'm going to spam this petition again, because this might be the greatest thing we've ever done on the channel. D-Man, would you be down for a Mothra solo movie? Yeah, I've said a lot in this live stream that I would absolutely be down for a Mothra solo movie. I'll be right back. I try to invite Chris Kaizen, aka Goji Fan, to the stream. Awesome. Let me know if he joins. I guess he'll let me know when he comments in the chat if he joins, but I'd imagine he's probably asleep because he is a working adult. Why do you want Kong to win? I think Kong deserves it. He doesn't get the respect he deserves. I think Kong deserves it. I think Kong deserves the win. He is the underdog in the fight. He is more sympathetic. It is easier for an audience member to root for Kong. I personally think he's a more interesting character. I want Kong to win. Why does Ghidorah... Why does Ghidorah be called they instead of him? Oh, why doesn't Ghidorah be called they instead of him? Good question. That'd be cool. I think Kong winning is too much of a trope. He won in the original. How is that a trope? He did it one time. Godzilla wins how many times? I think Kong deserves the win. You're only saying Kong winning would be less fun because you're a bigger Godzilla fan. Like, that's what it is. The foreshadowing Godzilla being a villain, I'm down for that. Yeah, they did. And that's the other thing, is that Kong is too much of a hero for him to lose and for the audience to get behind that, you know? Kong is, as I said, if you read Skull Island Birth of Kong, one of the last lines is that Kong is the defender of human life. He wants us to survive. Godzilla it was stated, Nerfman points out, yeah, it was stated the last line Chen has in the movie is, he's only on our side for now. Does D-Man is gay or no? Metfi's impression, ASMR reading, snake reveal, ice cream break, all of it, do it now. Yeah, that'd be one packed live stream, wouldn't it? If I did every single epic D-Man meme in one. Adam Weingart is directing Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, and it has me worried because he's a bit too edgy for me. You guys have no idea how hot it is in this room. I feel like I'm going to pass out. I'm like really dying here. I said it before, Kong shows most emotion from all the Titans. So facial expression. Yeah, Team Kong. Okay, that's the other thing. It's what I'm saying. You can do so much more with Kong. You can have him express more. You can feel into the character more. You can empathize with him like you can't with Godzilla. Michael Dougherty, who wrote Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong, has said, yeah, you can do a lot more with Kong. You can make him much more relatable and make the audience care about him in ways that you can't with Godzilla, because you can give him moments that you can't do with Godzilla. You should get a fan in your room. Well, give me 1 second then. I keep the fan off because I know if I turn the fan on, you'll hear it. But you know what? I'm like sweating right now, so I'm going to turn the fan on. So I'll be right back then, if that's how you're going to be. Okay, and I'm back already. See how easy that was? Turned on the wrong thing. There you go. Now I'm back. Stream dead. Go home. Yeah, that would be a quick way for the stream to end, wouldn't that? Real abrupt. Well, now you're just going to hear the fan buzzing in the background. Who do you think would win in a fight, Kong or Space Godzilla? Probably Space Godzilla. Yo, D-Man, how the hell do you get Mike to reply to you on Twitter? What level of popularity do I need to achieve? Well, he doesn't reply to me all the time, so there's no guarantee. And I don't know. He still doesn't follow me on Twitter. Fan is hardly noticeable? Well, it feels noticeable to me. Godzilla will only be a villain in humanity. Well, yeah, because humanity is like messing up his planet. Spam him. Got it. Yeah, go spam Michael Dougherty and see how much he appreciates that. I'm sure he'll be like, I love this Nerfman kid. Something about my imitations? D-Man does not... Oh, D-Man does not intimidate me with his T-pose. Really? Well, maybe I'll do it again. I'm not gonna do that. Did you catch the subtle Biolante references? Yeah, there's multiple Biolante references in the movie. You need to work together sometime. A big Kong guy on YouTube, essentially. Big Jack Films. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this might sound rude. I've not heard of you. I apologize. I'll look you up, I guess. Big Jack Films. What's this comment? Remember back in 2016 when you had 1954 subscribers? You've come a long way. Yeah, it certainly has been a journey, hasn't it? Big Jack Films. Maybe I actually have seen your channel. I think I've looked you up before. I think I've looked you up before. Are you the one that like interviewed one of the... Yeah, you interviewed someone from like King Kong Escapes? I think that's you. I think I'm thinking of the right guy. I think I have heard of you. Godzilla 98 in the Monsterverse, another 30-second showdown. Yeah, that'd be great. You interviewed Linda Miller. How'd you manage that? I don't even know how to get in contact with a person like that. Nerfman with the feels. What did Nerfman say? I didn't see him. I didn't see what he said that's so emotional. Oh. Good chatting with you. Goodbye, old friend. Oh, no. It's too soon. It's like saying I love you 3000 in an Endgame stream like the day after Endgame comes out and everyone's like, not now. Don't do this now. Would you like a Monsterverse remake of Beast from 20,000 Fathoms? I don't think it's necessary. She sought me out because she's a fan of my show. Well, that's awesome. Same with James Ralph. You did an interview with James Ralph? That's really cool. I wish I could do an interview with James Ralph. I actually wish I could do an interview with both of them. That'd be awesome. Isaac Padilla, thank you very much for the donation. He says, did you despise a scene in King of the Monsters? Which one, if so? No, there's no scenes that I despise. I never watched the movie and went, I absolutely hate this. I was not happy with the choice to kill off Dr. Chen. Whatever happened to the full review of Kong, King of the Apes? Dude, I tried. I really tried to make it all the way through that show. It's just so bad. Why are they're like, what, 20-minute episodes? Why? They could be like 12-minute episodes and then maybe I could tolerate it. But 20 to 30 minutes for that trash? Oh my god, I hate that show so much. Your videos are awesome. Will you make a Terminator Dark Fate video in the future? Probably review the movie when it comes out. It's not as bad as Kong, King of Atlantis. Fight me. I will fight you, dude. That's my childhood you're talking about. Dr. Chen did not die. I wish Rodan got more action. Me too. Watch my review of Kong, King of the Apes. It's massive. Honestly, dude, I'm going to finish I'm going to finish the show, all right? Mark my words. I will finish the show. Godzilla 154, you got to maybe just take this clip so that I will never forget that I said, I will finish the show, all right? And I will review it. Hey, D-Man, how did you meet Michael? Because I know Adam. Oh, you know Adam Wingard. Well, if you want to get me in contact with Adam Wingard, I would love to chat. How did I meet Michael Doherty? I tweeted him and asked him to help me with the school project. And he was like, hey, maybe not, but also you seem kind of cool. He didn't say he seemed kind of cool, but that's how I met Michael Doherty. Was I had everyone retweet when I asked him to do a school project with me, and so he noticed me and realized I was a person, and ever since then he sometimes responds to my tweets. Remember when half this channel was TWD? Good times. Yeah, I miss those days. I now have good blackmail. Yeah, getting me to finish that horrible show. Jesus. Are you purchasing SH Monstars King Ghidorah? I have already purchased him. He is on the way whenever the figure comes out. What's up, Paracokic? Welcome to the stream. I didn't expect Rodan to bow to Ghidorah. I figured he would. Freaking Rodan. D-Man, hook me up with Mike, because obviously I've got all the Hollywood in your pocket. You've got all the Hollywood in your pocket. Oh yeah, big time. Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to. D-Man, imagine if Michael followed you back. You want to tweet Michael Doherty and ask him to follow me back? Because I would like it for him to follow me back too. I feel like you're ignoring me now. I am not. Smithy, sorry. I messed up your name. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm gonna, because it's in a live stream, which is always never how it should go. Wikizilla, Mothra dies in Endgame. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. I feel so bad, first of all. Wikizilla, you guys have no idea how little time I have had in the month of May. May has literally not stopped for me. The month started, and I have not gotten a chance to slow down at all. I truly am so sorry I let you guys down. I was supposed to do a video for them, and I let them down. But you guys, in the future, maybe? Also, it's maybe a good thing we didn't do that video when we did, because Aftershock came out and kind of blew that whole thing wide open, didn't it? Okay, as I was saying, I don't know if I was supposed to say this, or if I am supposed to say this, but I want to announce it because I'm real excited for it. Anime Matsuri is coming up here. I think I'm allowed to talk about this. I know, actually, you know what? I know I'm allowed to talk about some aspects of it, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about other aspects. Anime Matsuri is coming up June 13th through 16th, so that's in a few weeks here. Okay. And I'm flying out to the convention. They are having me out to the convention. They're flying me out to the convention, and when there, I am going to get to do videos in person with all of the Godzilla motion capture actors. So that'll be fun to do it in person. It's fine, and yeah, you're right about Aftershock. Also, New Muto and Godzilla King of the Monsters. Yeah, so that video, it was like maybe a good thing we didn't do it when we did, because it would have been immediately outdated. The box office is pretty bad so far. No, it is not. It just isn't. Again, I've said this at the start, but trust me when I say that Warner Brothers is okay with the box office. They are okay with where it's at. Isaac Padilla, thank you for the donation. He says, well, I'm going to go. Goodbye, old friend. Later. All right, see you, man. Guy asking me to watch his channel. That's not how that works. Kong King of Atlantis sucks. Maybe I'd have to watch it again, and probably I'd agree with you, but at least for nostalgic sakes, when I think back to it, I think it was awesome. But I haven't seen it in at least 10 years, probably more. Probably closer to 12 to 15 years range. Do you think Legendary will get more rights to Toho Monsters in the future? Potentially, yes. Did Kong do the alpha call? No, Kong didn't do an alpha call. He also, though, doesn't respond to it. It clearly doesn't affect Kong. He will not bow. I'd never tell people to watch my channel to cringe. Fair enough. Dang, D-Man never answered my question. Sorry, Rock. Mothra song with vocals and Godzilla vs. Kong, at least a little bit. Please, Legendary? Well, if Mothra comes back, they've gotta. Come on. I mean, he will not bend the knee. Yeah, Kong is not bowing or bending the knee to anybody. That's probably going to be the source of the problem with Godzilla. Thank you so much, Bigfoot Stomps, for the donation. He says, love the content. Thank you very much. Quick question. What do you think Kong will gain to fight against Godzilla? So, like, I don't think he'll gain any abilities, but I think his new height is going to be a big source of advantage for him. I think his just pure strength is going to be real important. His speed will definitely be important. And also his intelligence. He's going to be able to use weapons like Godzilla doesn't. And if he can get around to Godzilla's back, he can definitely do some damage. Ford Brody made a cameo in Godzilla King of the Monsters. Not quite. It was a ship named the Brody. Yeah, it was a ship named Brody. Michael Doherty says that the ship radioed. The way he worded it was confusing because he makes it sound like Ford was the one that radioed, but it does not sound like Ford was on that ship. It just sounds like it was a ship named after Ford. Godzilla vs. Kong will do the best at the box office. I absolutely think so. Do you think Kong will try and break Godzilla's jaw? Just Godzilla breathe the fire breath to counter it. I do think we will see that. Yeah. Spoilers inbound. Behemoth stomps on Mysterio. Oh no. Will Guillermo del Toro be part of the Monsterverse? No. Alright, guys. Do you think Mothra... I'm not even going to read the rest of that question. I hope to talk to you this year at G-Fest. Yeah, I hope to see you at G-Fest. Thank you very much, Joe Tambaru. Is that how you say that? Thank you for the donation. He says, I like the film. Me too. For Godzilla vs. Kong, do you think they will openly reveal Xia Zhang as a Shoujin? Yes, I do. And also, they have up-powered Kong as Goji is OP now. Yeah, I do think Kong will be stronger, and I do think that they will go a little bit more in depth with the Shoujin origins of the character. But that's going to do it for this stream, guys. Is Camera ever coming back? No. I mean, yeah, the character will, but I don't think in the Monsterverse. Hey, where's the next episode of Cloudy? We are working on it. That's actually in Kyle's hands at the moment. I have nothing to do with that. That is all on him for the moment. What's the deal with the twin fairies? I just made a whole video on it. Who do you think the next Titan enemy will be? A Destroya type monster. But yes. This is it for the video. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is probably the highest stream I've ever had. At one point we had like 500 people almost, right? We had a lot of people here earlier. But I really appreciate you guys all coming out to watch, even the 370 of you still watching. It's way higher than I normally do in streams. So, thank you very much. Can't wait for D-Man, Kaiju, and G. I'm not going to be a Kaiju. I'm just going to cameo in Godzilla vs. Kong, obviously. But, yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Beady, 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 of course. Yeah. This seems like I almost kind of want to go for 5 more minutes just so that we can hit the 2-hour mark. But at the same time, it's like we've done a good job. I'm surprised my internet has made it this far. Nah, Derek, you're going to be a Titan that gets killed in the opening. I'll do the motion capture for a Titan. That'd be epic. Go and sign this petition so that I can be in Godzilla vs. Kong. And because it'll work. Name a time a petition on change.org hasn't amounted to something great. You can't. It always does. I noticed you, Martin. Yes to a Behemoth solo movie. Well, I really don't know why people like Baggins so much. I just don't get it. Do you think we will get the 3-hour-long director's cut of Godzilla vs. Kong? Or of Godzilla King of the Monsters? I mean, no, I don't think we will ever see that come to pass. Will this have an after-credit scene? I do think Godzilla vs. Kong will have an after-credit scene. Do you think they'll put the orca in the Ghidorah's head to control it? No, Ghidorah's, or the orca's destroyed. What's your favorite Godzilla movie of all? Godzilla vs. Kong is my favorite. Yeah, I'm going to run until 2 hours, and then I'm going to end the stream at 2 hours. Oh, wow, that was a big spam right there. Lol, never realized Akira Takarada. Yeah, why did they never release the Akira Takarada scene from Godzilla 2014? I really want to know. Why didn't he get a cameo in King of the Monsters? He's still up and doing stuff. Why? Michael Doherty, you're supposed to be a huge Godzilla fan. Super excited to meet you at G-Fest. I am too, Godzilla 154. That's going to be, certainly going to be weird meeting you in person. At least from my end. It's going to be kind of weird getting to see what your face looks like. Hopefully get your own movie. Yeah. Get me a solo movie in the Monsterverse. Just me, the whole movie. Just me sitting in front of my computer talking about Monarch, exposing Monarch. This stream is being censored by Monarch. Well, maybe I shouldn't be talking about exposing them right as I find out that I'm being censored by them. Demon, what's your favorite new Titan? The new Muto is awesome, but I really like Skyla. Sorry, I say it wrong, I think. Haruo Nakajima tribute at the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters. Yeah, that was amazing. That's actually the only time in Godzilla King of the Monsters that I clapped. My theater was a little rowdy. They did cheer a lot. A bit at inappropriate times. They sometimes got a bit too rowdy and nearly ruined. They like pulled you out of the experience. But the only time I actually clapped and like went crazy was during that that tribute for Bono and Nakajima at the end. Spoilers, I can't believe Jonah Allen was Behemoth all along. Yeah, it was crazy. Wait, you're back? I never left? I like how the stream was all horrible right at the start. Like, I couldn't even stream. It was that freaking wind, dude. Every time the wind blew, the internet just cut out. But I'm glad we were able to stream for this long. This has been 2 hours of solid streaming. I'm happy I did it. A weird forced smile right there. Will you stream after? Will I stream the after credit scene? No. I don't have a face, Derek. I'm literally a floating image of my PFP. Probably gonna be weird. Yeah. You should. You'll probably know it's me when I come out of nowhere with an epic D-Man quote. You should just wear a mask, man, and then I'll never know what you look like, and it'll be a little secret. Scylla is pronounced like Zilla, but with an S instead of a Z. It's pronounced Scylla? Interesting. I don't know why it's spelled like that then, but Scylla. Okay, I always thought it was Skyla. But there you go, the more you know. That's what Wikizilla's there for, I suppose. Well, here we go. We've hit the 2-hour mark. Awesome. Beady, beady, beady. Spam your beady, beady, beadies in the chat. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'm really glad I did this. I'm sorry that my videos have been so all over the place. I will definitely do the spoiler review tomorrow. Got a collab with another YouTuber who you guys should be familiar with coming up soon. Lots of interviews coming out later this month. It'll be great. You can wear a mask, is that what you said? Says, yes, I'll wear a mask of my face. It'll be epic. If you come up to me with a mask of my face, that might be the greatest thing ever. It'll be like the ending of Deadpool. Yeah, thank you all. I need more beaties in the chat. Just make sure you really spam those. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, old friend. D-Man, out.